Hello, and welcome to the Podbless podcast with three dads who are involved in church ministry where one is a full-time minister, the other is a volunteer, and one is a veteran of both.
This podcast will deal with the interaction between our faith and our day-to-day lives.
With a few fun segments in between.
I'm Joey.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Brett.
And this is Podbless.
Well, hello, dear.
What's up?
My camera needs to be up a little. Whoa, that just dropped out. That
Not
music.
your camera. What's up? Not
Man.
Josh's camera.
Oh, 3 viewers. Hey, we're a little late. Sorry about that, guys. We have been in a mess of everything.
It's been a whirlwind of emotions.
Multi-stream. I bet Chris Jackson's already been like, why aren't you guys talking back to me?
You guys suck.
Got it on the multi-stream. We got the monitor. Our voices are off base. That should work good. Got our caffeine.
And guess what? It's not the 100th episode.
It is not the 100th episode. I need to put something in front of that. Just hold your finger over that part if you're watching.
Or act like the second zero was a 4.
There you go. Yeah, 104. We can make it work that way. I need to put this camera up on a box so it has a downward angle. They say it's more flattering for your turkey neck.
Turkey.
Yeah, that's what they say. Hey, Rosemary, it's good to see you out here. Oh my word, it's been a hectic evening, Rosemary. Say a word of prayer for us. If you're listening to this later, you can still pray for us, but it's not going to mean anything. I mean, it'll mean
It means a lot less.
yeah, it'll just be in vain. Maybe that could be it.
Yes, we did see your memes. It was great.
Oh yeah.
84 years.
Oh, so yeah, we're going to fill you guys in on everything that's happening because it's been a fun evening. It's been 1 week since you looked at me. It's a Bare Naked Ladies song. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's been a hectic evening. We've been trying to get things lined out. Rest in peace, Joey. He has come down with the plague, as most people have been doing lately, and not the ones that you would be thinking of, because there's the stomach virus that I think has already made its way around his house. There is the cold that I think is just COVID, that it's not as bad, and they're just like, they've got
It's
COVID,
cold.
but let's just call it a cold. Because, dude, when I had it the first time, oh, wow, it sucked. It sucked.
I'm going 3 years strong, knock on wood.
Hey, I think you had it, and you just don't think you had it.
I don't know.
Did you ever get vaxxed and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to put you out on blast here.
Great. Now
To
Joe
the-
Rogan's never going to interview me.
He might, because he'll never listen to this.
Now I have to tag Joe Rogan, though. Just
That's
see what
true.
happens.
He just had Dave Portnoy on his show.
I heard that was going to be a good episode because Dave Portnoy's pretty funny.
Yeah, I started it off today trying to listen to it, but then got sidetracked. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That-
I like Dave Portnoy.
The last guy he had, or one of the last guys he had, was that dude that owns a bunch of land in Alaska
Mm-hmm.
and found like a crap ton of mammoth bones. Yeah, woolly mammoth. Like he's got more than you could imagine, like mammoth bones, and he's just been like trying to
Piece one together.
Well, no, he's done it. He ate some of the meat he found. There was one that they found frozen. They thawed it out and cooked it, and him and his buddies ate some mammoth meat. What's going on, Floyd? Good to see you, buddy. Sorry, no Joey tonight, and it's not the 100th episode. We do apologize for the screen. We got to figure out how to work this OBS better.
Yeah, when we fire Joey, we need to learn how to.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a class.
Do you think if we fire Joey that the church will still let us use the podcasting nudio?
I mean, maybe. I feel like as many times as he's not here, we could probably just get in here and steal all the stuff. Borrow, whatever, I don't know.
We're like, hey, we fired Joey from Podbless and as senior pastor of this church.
Flu, stomach flu, the ick. Oh, no, he doesn't have any of those. I'm glad you're guessing. If you think you know what Joey has as a sickness tonight, feel free to comment in. So far, we've had COVID OG, COVID Delta new, COVID the Omicron, flu, stomach flu, the ick.
Ick.
And
He's always got the ick.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, somebody sees him and they go, ick. It's just what it puts off that vibe.
We should play a game. If you guess what Joey is out sick with, we'll tell you. But also, your follow-up guess should be how he got this.
Contracted it.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to try to put the YouTube thing out here.
YouTube.
There it is. Oh, John Reap has his thing going on right now too. He's a country comedian. Remember that guy that was on Last Comic Standing that was like, "I'm from Hickory, North Carolina."
No.
And you have to say it like that, Hickory. But his live stream's going on right now too. What's Floyd saying?
Joey must have something.
Oh yeah, he has something, all right. He sure does, Floyd. We'll let you guys keep guessing. We'll kind of leave it hanging on, so you guys have to hang around to let you know what he's sick with.
Mono.
He is down with the sickness.
Ooh, look up.
Oh.
Ding, ding, ding.
Rosemary, I'm sorry, Floyd beat you to it. Oh, no, that was you. I thought Floyd posted that.
Yeah.
No, it's Rosemary. You got it on the last one, Rosemary. Pink eye. We've got a pink eye pirate.
Okay, and now for the follow-up question, how did he get it?
That is.
Clean answers only, people.
Yeah, this is a Christian podcast. Don't be silly.
One of his kids touched his Bible and he got it while he was reading it.
Let's see. I'm going to get a little. Come chat live.
Josh, I'm a little upset you didn't acknowledge how good I look without my glasses.
Oh, well, we were getting to it. I see
Is that your segment?
I see the little red spot in your eye.
Yeah.
I was seeing that. I was like, oh, no, he's got the pink eye too. But I forgot that you. Oh.
Third question.
Who farted in his pillow? Well, as many of you don't know, Joey has a bed in his office. And last week, I might have farted in his pillow. He said he doesn't use that pillow, but I think we proved him wrong this week.
He said he doesn't use the bed. So that caught him off guard with the pink eye. But then also, now everybody knows he sleeps while he's supposed to be working. Got you twice, buddy.
Got you twice. Share it to that. There we go. Okay, I'm done sharing. Riveting audio right here. Riveting audio. Oh, everything was against us tonight. Like nothing was going in our favor. Joey found out he had pink eye. Oh. After a week long of having pink eye, he found out he has pink eye. And then we couldn't find cords. Couldn't use the really nice camera. Couldn't just things are just not working out.
Facebook was trying to give us a
hard time.
They were
not
trying
letting
to
us log
They
in.
were trying to silence us.
We've been having a problem with things loading to Spotify. So if you listen on Spotify, we apologize. The past couple episodes haven't loaded up. You can still find it on Apple and iHeart and all that other stuff. But it's for whatever reason, Spotify was mad at us. He must be sick of himself. Yeah, at this point, scratching his eyes so much. He probably is. But yeah, Brett, as you noticed, doesn't have his shades on tonight because he got that fancy future surgery to where he can use his real eyes like a real boy.
2020.
They gave you 2020 for sure?
Yeah, I went back yesterday and they're like, yeah, you got 2020 and it's only going to get better from here. I'm like, what's better?
Well, healing up. Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I don't know, 40-40? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how eyes work.
Me either.
Supposedly we see things upside down and our eyes fix it to where we're looking right side up.
Huh.
Or maybe we've always just looked upside down and we just think it's right side up. Day 1 in 2 hours. Yeah, I've been wiping everything down with disinfectant wipes on the keyboards, and I didn't touch the mic. I don't know how far it has of reach, but I touched the stuff I'm touching. So hopefully he didn't touch anything.
I
this
brought
week.
some hand sanitizer.
Good. Yeah, we should wipe our eyes down with it after the show.
Mm-hmm. If you wash my eyes, I'll wash yours.
Because we're not going to be able to see after that. Oh, is it double pink eye? Bionic eyes. Yeah, Brett has bionic eyes now.
X-ray.
I think it is double pink eye. He said both of his eyes feel like they're on fire. So, yeah, he made the call to not be around. But yeah, I'm happy for you. It's a cool surgery to get. Way cheaper now.
It was kind of scary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like 2 phases. So the first phase, they're like, you're going to feel some really like intense pressure on your eyeballs. And they put these circle things around your eye so that you don't blink like during the procedure and whatnot.
Yeah. Is it the little clamps that hold your eyelids open?
No, it's like a circle, and then they like push them down so your eyeball like pops out a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah. But they're like, you're going to feel some intense pressure. And I was like, okay. So I'm laying there.
Do they strap your head in place so you can't move?
No.
Oh,
No.
why would they not do that?
Right. So I'm laying there, and they're like, okay, here comes the...
Joey.
There he is.
My eyes are on fire. Yes, left and right eye. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
But
anyway, so they're putting pressure on your eyes with the machine.
Putting pressure down, and all of a sudden, they're like, oh, by the way, you're going to lose your eyesight.
Oh, cool.
And so I'm like,
You're like, that's the opposite of surgery I was having today. I was having the kind that fixes my eyesight.
Yeah. And so they're like, okay, here comes the pressure. And then all of a sudden, it's like, you know how like if you stand up too quick, you start like fading out a little bit?
Yeah.
It was like that in both eyes.
Oh, that's got to be scary.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, we're done. And then so it starts slowly coming back like you're coming out of a dark tunnel.
Oh, dang.
And then they're like, oh, let's do the other eye. Same thing. This eye went blind.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was worth it, though.
I have a slight stigmatism, but I think I've told that story on here before, that I had perfect vision when I was a kid. I could read a road sign from like a mile away. Just look at it and be like, oh, that says Route 4785. No. But like I took a camera when they had the flash bulbs on them back in the day, and I flashed it in my eyes and I saw spots. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Pow, 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 pow. Look at all the spots. This is awesome. And it ruined my eyesight. And now I have slight astigmatism, which I see fine. But if I'm driving at night and it's kind of rainy, like I need to put on a pair of glasses.
I had one in both eyes.
That was basically what you had.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a little more intense probably than what.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm fine. Otherwise, I can still see signs. I just can't see a mile away.
Yeah, they were real blurry. Like even when I was up close on them. But now they're not.
There you go, man. Congratulations.
Yep.
Merry Christmas to you. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Joey. Sorry, Joey. I'm glad you're tuning in. I think this is a third time.
First time listener.
Yeah, there you go.
First time, long time.
Dude, everything's been so messed up, Joey. We've been trying to fix things. I need to take a class on OBS so I can like fix things if you're not here. I have a hard time with things. So far, so good, though. I think my mouth does not match up. Anyway, so yeah, Joey's got pink eyes. Brett's got new eyes. And mine are a little crossed. That's about the rundown of the skinny of things.
I see what you did there. Christian podcast. Your eyes are crossed.
Yeah, because Jesus, you know. I don't know. My eyes are on the prize. You know, they are on the cross. That, and I'm from Eastern Kentucky. Yeah, she gets kicked by a mule and her eyes go cross. And then all of a sudden, what was it on the Christmas vacation? She gets hit by, I can't remember what it was. She was kicked by a mule in one of them. I think that was how it fixed her cross-eyed. But yeah. So yeah, I had this awesome segment planned, by the way. I had this segment, Joey, I'm going to use it again. I'm not going to use it tonight. But it was really Joey based, and it was going to like hit hard at Joey. Not as a dig or a mean thing, but as a comedic. I don't think I can do anything but comedic. That's just my nature.
It's your go-to.
It's my go-3 even. Dad joke. Hey, Andrew Holsworth. That's my old Bible college roommate.
So he really liked my cross joke.
Yeah, he really liked the cross joke. He went to Bible college too. Funny enough, his eyes blacked out one time when I was hanging out with him in Bible college. You mind if I share that story? We're on a lag, so I'm just going to share it anyway. We snuck out of the dorm one night, Andrew and I. And so we snuck out of the dorm, and we lived near a cow pasture, and it was real heavy dew out, and there was a car coming. We weren't even doing anything nefarious. Uh, we weren't even doing anything nefarious or doing anything weird. We just snuck out because it was like the end of the year. And we never done anything like breaking the rules wise. So we snuck out. A car started coming up the hill in the middle of the night. We're like, oh no, there's not supposed to be anybody showing up. So we both jump into high weeds. But when he jumped into high weeds, he jumped where the electric fence was for the cattle, and he was in wet grass as well. And it hit him right on the forehead. And so zap. And he's laughing. I was like, Andrew, the car's gone. Are you okay? And he goes, and I was like, what happened? He goes, I thought I was rolling down the hill. He goes, I jumped into the electric fence and blacked out, and I thought I just fell over the hill and was rolling. And then I came to. And I was like, holy crap, are you serious?
That's
like,
awesome.
God smote him like with a cattle prod.
He's like, I'll show you sneaking out at Bible college.
This is a holy ground. You better take off your shoes on this holy ground so you get a better shock. But yeah, that was a fun time. Blasted right in the face. But it messed with his eyesight, you know? It's all about sight tonight. Hindsight, foresight, no sight,
No sight.
itchy sight. Or I guess he said burning in his eyes. Burning
Fire sight.
That might be telling us something, Joey. What have you been looking at that you have fire in your eyes? Because that's like the hell thing, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the burning
Mm-hmm. Preach.
sensation. Good times. It was good times, Andrew. We both had pretty good times there at Bible College. It was a fun little spot, Kentucky Mountain Bible College, for all your Bible college needs. Well, not all of them, most of them.
All the good ones.
I'm pretty sure they're still accredited, but you know, we can tag them in this episode. Well, actually, one of my friends took over as president there.
Yeah.
You probably remember Rob Pokai. He was like the representative that would come to camps and like, hey guys, you need to come to KMBC. Rob, poke you in the eye, Pokai.
I remember his dad.
His dad run our camp.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever met him though.
He's a cool guy. He used to come to our camps. He'd come to our family camps and did stuff with the teens, and that's how I found out more about the school. And so yeah, I came because of him. And but yeah, he went down to like Alabama and was working at another university down there, and got his doctorate and became the president of Kentucky Mountain Bible College. Furthest thing when he was younger, furthest thing from his mind probably. But now he's the head honcho.
Would you ever go back there to work? Like if they were like, hey, we need a professor.
I would, honestly.
Would you?
Yeah, if I didn't have to watch my kids and stuff, yeah, I'd love to go there and work. Rob Pokai, a.k.a. Live Action. You remember the old turtle hunter, Kentucky turtle hunter?
Yeah.
Live Action. He'd do that all the time. That was big back then. Back in the day, 20 years ago, or whatever it was. I don't know, early 2000s. But yeah, Rob, he's a cool guy. Yeah, and I'm glad he's getting the opportunity to work at KMBC. I don't know all the things he's doing right now, but I try to catch their live sermons and stuff they put out there. It's pretty fun. But I guess tonight's all about eyesight, guys. You know, where you see yourself going, I don't know.
Where do you see Podbless going?
That's a good question. You know, I know where we see it going, but where do you, the listener, see it going? I'm rambling on because, like I said, I had a really good episode idea, and then Joey got sick again. But so I guess we could jump into, or let's talk about some of the actual news that's going on right now. Seeing as how we're in the Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area,
Yeah.
we're kind of a hot topic.
Very hotbed.
Oh yeah, news and information.
Are you allowed on campus?
Good question, Andrew. I think Rob might sneak me in, but as of right now, I don't think I'm allowed on campus.
You should ask him if you can be chaplain.
Oh, the chaplains usually had the worst reps. That was something that Andrew and I found out. Anybody that signed, not everybody, but a high percentage of people that were chaplains for classes usually had some of the deepest, darkest
Secrets.
burning eyes.
Ooh.
Yeah, it always ended up, or at least they didn't have bad things going on, but something bad would happen. They would make a really bad choice. Like the guy had to go to do weekend prison or weekend jail. Like that was a chaplain.
He's like, I really want to get into the prison ministry. So he committed a crime.
So yeah, he's like, if I commit a crime, I'll get in there easier. Yeah, I might get a presidential pardon from Senior Pokai. Not Senior Pokai. That's his
Senior
dad. Sorry, but
Senor
yeah, that's what I was going for. Dr. Pokai. There you go. Hey, is that who did your surgery?
Dr. Pokai.
Dr.
No, I did
Pokai.
not want him to.
Oh, okay. Because he had eye surgery. Now I can see. So I keep looking over here like people can see me. The camera's right here. I keep
Look
looking at the
into my
TV.
eyes.
I've got a monitor here and a TV here, and I just keep going back and forth. But anyway, yeah, presidential pardon. I might be able to do that. But let's talk about the news that's hitting in the northern Kentucky and the Cincinnati area. For those of you that are into sports, I know a bit about this kind of the thing that's happening. Probably more so than the average Joe Burrow.
Butch.
But yeah, there was an incident at a Bengals game this past Monday.
Monday night.
Monday night. Big game with the Buffalo
Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting it out there. I'm trying to guess and make sure I've got it right. But yeah, there was a hit that happened, which I don't think it was from the hit.
So I think it might have been from everything that and let me tell you, I'm no doctor, but everything that I've read online was that apparently he took the hit at the correct millisecond, like a combination of hit and the correct timing
and coke
of the heartbeat and the steroids.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's my natural response to anything.
No, but the hit.
My dad just died. I just laugh. I'm sorry. Anyway,
yeah,
they're saying it was all timing and it
timing
happened perfectly.
Hit. Yeah,
because I watched the replay because I was asleep. I was going to watch the game. We were putting the kids to bed. I was super tired. Fell asleep in the bed with my little girl, and then woke up at 1 a.m. And I was like, "Oh man, I missed the game." And then I had a gazillion text messages and group chats of "Oh man, did you see that hit? Oh guys, blah blah blah." I was like, "Wow, the biggest nationwide game that I should have been watching and I didn't watch." But what's his name?
Damar Hamlin.
Took a hit from a Bengals player and stood back up and then just fell back on his back because his heart stopped. It's basically what went down.
Yeah. For 9 minutes.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
That's official dead.
Yeah.
But luckily they did CPR on him. They said if that would have happened at his house or something, he wouldn't be here.
Yeah, the doctors that came out today, I think it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Came out and said that luckily the Bills training staff was on it. They were like, "Hey, this isn't right.
Straight out there.
We need help." And if they waited a second longer, they said he'd probably be dead.
Yeah, that's what I would tell him if I was that guy. But hey, dude, I saved your life.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty serious. He's 24 years old.
24.
And just the wrong moment at the wrong time, and boom, he died. But they resuscitated him. They were doing CPR, got him stable enough, took him to the hospital, which took him to the hospital my wife works with.
UC?
Yeah. She wasn't going to be affiliated. She's in a whole different department of things. But she was like, "Oh, wow, he went to UC." And but they actually had a news conference today, like you were saying.
Yep.
And she said they had it on the TVs at work and stuff, and we're like, "Oh yeah, hey, watch this." And just people asking questions about how he's doing because he was writing on paper. He's on a ventilator and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He was writing on paper to people "Hey, did we win?" That was the first thing he said,
right?
Or wrote down. And but they actually canceled. It's a big controversy in a sense because they actually just canceled the game. They stopped.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, we're not," and rightfully so. A person, human being, just died on the field. He was dead, like you said. Yeah, so I mean, rightfully so. I watching that, as much as of a fan I am, if I wanted to see good football,
right.
I'm like, there's no way
that and that was a huge game. That's a big
playoff, for the playoffs, yeah.
So yeah, but and I guess the controversy was more so that the head of the NFL was like, I mean, let's go ahead and finish the game, guys. Or whatever, or saying something, or tweeted out, or something like that.
Yeah, the NFL was like, "Hey, take 5 minutes after they finally got him up off the turf and
get him
into
off the field."
Yeah, the NFL supposedly, this is what ESPN reported, said, "Hey, give them 5 minutes to warm up after this, and then let's get the game rolling again."
And both teams said, "No, we're not playing."
Yeah, the coaches met and were like, "Hey, we're not doing it."
Yeah. Yeah, I know the Buffalo Bills quarterback, I think, was like just eyes full of tears, red face from crying.
Right.
Just like so upset. And even Joe Burrow, when they went back into the locker room, they were saying that he just like took everybody and took a knee and was just like, I love you guys.
Right.
Like it hit home for him of like, wow, guy's 24. Like this just happened. Like, am I in the right sport kind of thing? Like, hey guys, I love you guys. You're my team. You know.
One of the ESPN announcers, not announcers, but he's on a talk show, I guess, was like, the next down of football is going to be the most scary down for all these, like for everybody.
Yeah, they're going to be like, I don't want to hit that guy.
Yeah, they're like, it's going to be the most scary down that these guys have ever played in their life.
Right.
But
I refreshed it. It didn't do it. Oh, there it goes.
You
But
know,
anyway.
I was thinking, and this might, hopefully we don't get canceled over this. I was thinking.
Well, think about it a little bit more before you say it then.
No, it's not that bad.
Okay.
But because like it looks like DeMar Hamlin is going to make a full recovery. Like,
Yeah, hopefully so.
he's trending in the right way.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, like, because I was at work or whatever, and I'm like, in most jobs, most places of work,
No.
like if I died at my job, if my business would just keep moving on.
Yeah.
Like that, it'd be like the next day,
Yeah.
and they still have to
Put
to
out
do
whatever product. Yeah.
right. So it's kind of cool in a way that the NFL and the players are like, hey, we might take a week off. Like this is pretty. It's kind of cool that they have
Yeah.
they have the power to
Well,
and to
oh, hey, Uncle Gary. That's my uncle there. Bullwinkle. That's his nickname.
they have the power to like stop their
Well,
corporation kind
Well,
of.
it's kind of like a just a strike in a sense of like, well, hey, if they're going to refuse to play, we can't just. I mean, they're not in a situation to where they be like, well, we're going to fine you guys, because it's like, oh, then we're going to look horrible. We're going to look horrible if we're like, hey, we're going to fine you guys for skipping game. It's like, no, dude, like this is a serious thing. This is a human life,
And at the same time, like I was thinking, man, like I don't get that treatment. Like, you know what I mean? Like selfishly, I was thinking that I wasn't like you know what I mean? Like I wasn't.
Well, I had that same thought today too, because Kel was talking about how they're broadcasting it and the news reporters are asking questions and all this stuff. And they were asking like silly questions even. Like, what did he write his first words on? Like, was it a piece of paper? Was it electronic? Like, they were just asking silly questions in a sense. But that was my first thought. He's famous. This is national. Like, everybody knows about it. So they're all like super invested in this one guy. I was like, how many people go through the hospital every day? Like, I mean, I get it. I understand.
He's got the platform.
You're famous. Yeah, you're a famous person. It was on, worldwide TV.
They were calling it like maybe the biggest game of the year.
Right. So a lot of people were watching more than normal. So, yeah, I get all that, but I feel the same way. Like, but what about everyday people that pass away or
goes through some sort of tragic event in their life?
And then people are just like, oh, that sucks. Or
yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm glad like he's trending in the right direction.
Yeah.
And he's looking like he's gonna maybe pull through this. But also Sarah and I were talking like the night it happened, and I was like, how ironic is it where in a world where we feel like they're trying to pull God out of everything, schools, everything you do, TV, they won't even say God in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right.
But the first thing that when a tragic event happens, the first thing that everybody's saying is make sure you say a prayer for him.
Yeah. Well, and then a lot of people on the other spectrum are like, oh yeah, give your thoughts and prayers. Like it's worthless. Like they try to keep that
right
thought process going. Like, oh, that's worthless. That's not doing anything. That's just giving you recognition for their sorrow.
but people don't. I mean, I did hear like some good, like an ESPN Scott Van Pelt was like, send your thoughts and prayers to him, or if you're not into that, that's not your thing. Just send good vibes. I'm like, okay,
peace and love, bro.
But Sarah and I were just talking about how ironic that, when a tragic event happens,
Yeah.
that's the first thing that people turn to.
Oh yeah.
And so it made me think, are we really turning on God, or is it when we
Is it?
don't need him?
I feel like
Or
the
when
point
we
to
do
be
need him.
the point to be hit there is like the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Every job I've ever been in, I hated it so much, but it was always the same concept. The squeaky wheel would get the grease. So if you have a cart that has a wheel and it starts going, wee, 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 you put the grease on that wheel because it's causing the problem. It's aggravating you. It's annoying you. But like working for the water company back home or working for Indiana Wesleyan, all those different little jobs I've had, the people that were doing what they were supposed to got their normal product. But if somebody come in complaining and raising havoc, they would get extra treatment.
Right.
And I was like, this is not how, like, what kind of society do we live in that's how this works? We should reward people that are doing what they're supposed to do. Or just like with internet. So I was complaining about this a while back, and I know I'm just saying the same thing everybody's thinking. But like with internet, right? Our bill went up. And so I was calling in to be like, oh, hey, Zach Burns. What's up, Brett, he says.
What's going on?
Bullseye?
I was on Target.
Oh, gotcha. I don't get the emojis too much. I don't know. But no, I was looking at this, and they were raising my bill, so I was like, well, you got to call in and complain because the squeaky wheel gets the grease. I hate complaining, so I went, well, it doesn't sound like it when I'm on the show. I complain a lot, I guess. But I called in to be like, hey, I need a new program. Like, I need your new whatever so I can get my bill back down to normal thing. And like, oh, no, sorry, we can't do anything. So whatever reason the guy I got a hold of was just being a jerk and wasn't going to give me a deal. So I kept talking to him. I was like, well, fine, I'm just going to go somewhere else and get new internet. I did it. I went somewhere else. And then they called me back. I'm like, hey, we can give you a good deal. I was like, no, now I'm keeping the deal that's not as good out of spite.
Right, right.
Because my explanation to him was, why, if someone's loyal and pays their bill every month, why do you want to jack their price up? Internet is a utility now. It's
Right.
not just a nice thing to have. Everybody has to have internet almost.
Right, because everybody streams, everybody
They-
works from home.
Yeah, everything
like
like that.
everything.
So I was like, so why are we like, it's such a utility now that if you were like, hey, to sign up for this, you're going to have to pay this bigger price to get it started. And then we're going to, if you stay and doing good, paying your bill, then the price will go down as your time goes on. Because that's rewarding a loyal customer. No, we're going to try to get it to you as cheap as possible and then jack it up on you later. Like, makes no sense.
Right.
At all. And I even explained it to somebody that was trying to sell me on something else. And I was like, I explained it. I said, I realize you're just trying to make a sale and you have nothing to do with how this is going to be fixed. But like, yeah, it's so silly. And there needs to be that change, but it's not happened yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is how we used to do it. But like, no, it's not how we should do it anymore.
Do you try to avoid the sales guy in the store?
Oh, yeah. Like the plague. What's he saying here?
NFL just announced the decision for Bengals-Bills game now that Hamlin is doing better and released possible scenarios for playoffs.
Okay. So that they can repeat the game. And
I think they're, I don't know, I haven't really looked. I think they're just going to be like, draw.
yeah. Which sucks for a playoff game.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially with both those teams. I guess they're both good, right?
Yeah, they are both very good, yes. But do you ever see the salesperson in like Walmart or Kroger?
They're trying to sell AC units, or they're trying to sell a cell phone, or they're trying to.
In our Kroger, it's been Spectrum lately.
Oh yeah.
So like they'll be like, "Hey, who do you have for TV, internet, and phone?" And I'm like, well, nobody has a phone anymore.
First off,
Yeah,
no one has an analog phone.
but I always had like try to look. Oh, they did cancel.
They canceled
the
it.
game. Yeah.
Hmm.
I always try to look and see who they're selling for.
Yeah.
Because they're like, hey, who do you have for TV and internet? And I'm like, oh, Spectrum.
I'll have you guys actually.
Yeah. And then they leave you alone.
Yeah.
Because if not, they're going to stand there and try to talk to you. And
Well,
sell
even
you.
then, they'll try to sell you on a bigger program to make you pay a little extra money. I hate the whole salesman gimmick. I can't
Right.
stand it hardly at all. But yeah.
But yeah, I don't I don't know. I just feel I know like this is the big hot topic because it was such a national spotlight, but
Yeah.
I mean, the everyday folk, like this is kind of, I wouldn't say an everyday thing for most people, but it's pretty common.
Yeah. Well, that's like the wife works in the hospital industry, and I'm just like, every day she's dealing with different situations, and a lot of it's all self-inflicted, mostly like people coming in because they self-inflicted something on themselves, of like
Right.
eating themselves into this or putting themselves in bad situations and having diseases, and it's just like, I don't know. And we don't know like how this happened to him, this famous person and stuff. Like I jokingly said Coke, and he is famous and a millionaire or whatever he is, however much he makes every year for playing in the NFL.
Right.
And I don't want to take it lightly. I try to make a joke about everything. It's my uncomfortable mechanism. But yeah, most of this stuff. Well, I guess his profession is banging into people. That was like talking about our kids playing football. Like I always liked football growing up, but looking at it all now, like if you can sit down and look at the statistics, I don't want my little kid bashing heads with other little kids because the brain is the most precious muscle in the body.
Right.
Why would you take a chance of getting CTE?
Yeah, that's what like you can play baseball or basketball. And
Well, even soccer, they've shown signs of people having CTE from
'cause of
taking
the
headbutting the ball.
Yeah.
Like just any kind of jarring thing to your head. I used to slam my head into lockers in high school just
Right.
for a laugh, and I look back and like, I need to like really preach more about not slamming your head into things. Like,
I remember when I played like Pee Wee football, we kept just running this kickoff drill or something, and
Yeah.
one of the drills, and I was like, I kept hitting this kid face mask to face mask because like you're a kid, you don't really know how to play.
Yeah.
But I just remember like instant headache,
Oh yeah.
and I went to my coach and was like, "Hey, I don't know what's going on." Like,
My head hurts.
yeah, exactly. And he's like, "Oh, you're fine. Get back in there."
Yeah, because it's football. It's what it's
Yeah.
supposed to do. You're supposed to get hurt.
Yeah.
You're a kid. You're just crying.
Yeah, you just don't want to you just don't want to play in practice. That's what it is. I'm like, no.
And then, that's just another generation from generation. But, like, I can't believe the NFL's a thing. Like, I get it. There's millions of dollars involved in it. People love it. But, like, the facts are there. Like, it's only going to be for a season. Like, eventually you're going to not, like, a handful of them make it through without CTE. But, like, how many people that are just a lineman that you hardly even know their name,
Right.
they're just getting slammed every play, and then eventually they're just sitting over there going, oh.
Drooling.
Yeah, because of just beating their brain and their side of their skull so much.
Well, and the NFL or the MLB and NBA are guaranteed contracts. So
Yeah.
once you sign that contract, that's the money you're getting.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
makes more sense to play a lot less violent sport for more money.
Yeah. Well, and that's even like people like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go to school to be a teacher. There's that too. It's like, hey, that doesn't pay at all. Like,
Right.
it's admirable that you want to teach our younger generations and stuff, but I mean, that's not a lot of money.
That and
Coming
like,
from a guy who doesn't have a job.
well, I was gonna say that teachers and like pastors for real. Like,
Yeah. Unless you find a mega church.
he sent me the scenarios. Yeah, unless you find the mega church that'll
Yeah, really pay out for you. But yeah, that's what's going on in the news right now. That's what's happening and stuff. We're sitting about 39 minutes, and we have a fun segment to do
less serious.
that's far less serious. We might get brain injuries from trying this if we take a big fit. But let's go into Chef Brett.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your bellies for Chef Brady.
Do 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 do. Oh, I'm not myself without one of these.
Hungry?
Not for this.
So we have. Is it still playing?
Just, yeah, you go ahead. You're good.
We have a Snicker bar.
There you go. Oh, it was just zooming in there. It was getting it nice. Oh, it's backwards. We have oh, wait a minute. Satisfies. This doesn't even say Snickers. I was like, wait a second. I was getting ready to bring up the fact. Yours says Snickers. Mine says Satisfies. There you go. Snickers. Oh, it's not going to focus. Anyway, we got Snickers and we've got Vlasik's pickles. Just
called
dill chips.
Yeah, it's called the Snickle.
The Snickle. The Snickers
you're
and
gonna-
pickles.
So you're gonna unwrap your
Snicker.
Snicker and put a pickle on top.
We should get some napkins.
Yeah.
Do we have any in here?
I don't think
Joey's
we really
office.
use any of them.
I've got I got these bacteria wipes.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
There's some over here behind me. I could probably get them. You're already up moving around. But yeah, the Snickle, as it's been so crudely put. We're going to try to, I guess you said you take a bite of pickle and then a bite of Snickers. But I guess this is a trend online. And we're going to try this out and see how sick we get. Might need a garbage can sitting around. I don't know. This is pretty gross. I did mix pickles with bacon the other day. I wrapped them in bacon and put some brown sugar on them and baked them in the oven. That was good. I can't see, I don't know, you know, it's a bunch of sweet and salty. I'm a big sweet and salty fan. We'll see how this goes, I guess. If you want to see this, go back to Facebook or YouTube later if you're just listening, and you can witness this at marker 40 minutes. Just go straight to there and you can watch us eat pickles and Snickers. Okay, I'm going to move the keyboard so I don't get it in that.
Oh, that would be great. We should get pickle juice all over.
You know he's not watching 40 minutes in.
No.
So you take a bite of pickle and you take a bite of Snickers.
Yeah, just put your pickle on top of your Snicker.
Oh man, I don't. The Vlasics are good at least.
Yeah.
Hamburger dill chips. All right. No artificial dyes. That's good to know. That's how I like my pickles, with no
When we did the
artificial dyes.
Kool-Aid. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I told people to fast forward to minute 40 if they want to see this happen, but I guess they would have to be listening at this point to know that. Hide your children, hide your wives.
Hide your eyes.
Hide your eyes. Ugh.
Heard it's really good.
You heard it's good. You
Heard
said
it's
that
good.
about everything we've tried, and it has not always been true. Snicker pickle,
Here we go.
snickle.
Snickle.
Ugh. The music crescendo right there. Not half bad.
I'm kind of digging it.
Not half bad.
You
Bye-bye.
get the sweet and salty.
Yeah, I've had this flavor in my mouth before, and I'm trying to think of what it was. Like if I put Snickers on a cheeseburger or something. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, sweet and salty.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. I don't know why you would do it together for any real reason.
But it's not like, oh, I can't eat this.
No, it's not like, oh, get that out of my face.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I chew into the microphone.
I think I might put another one on there.
I know, right?
What's your favorite candy bar of all time?
Mm.
Is it Snicker?
It's a good go-to. It has everything you want. Because I don't eat a ton of candy.
Yeah.
That is really good.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I think we went over our candy bars and stuff the Halloween episode.
Did we?
Yeah. And I think Snickers was one of my top ones. But I am a big Payday fan.
Mm-hmm.
And surprisingly enough, since I had kids, I'm really into Twix. Don't know why. Never have them unless it's Halloween, but really into Twix.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat's up. Mr. Goodbar, all day. Yeah, this is good.
It's not like I don't know.
Dipping my nasty fingers into the jar.
That's cool.
It's just going to sit in Joey's fridge after this anyway. I don't know. Those are good pickles. You might want to take those home.
No, Zoe saw them and was like, "Hey, I need to eat those." She asked all of our small group if she could. Can I have some pickles?
Dad just got them in a bag over there. Won't give me any.
I'm like, no, that's for my Snickers.
Denying your poor child. Yeah, I think it's a win.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, if you're at home, try this.
Pod bless your heart, sweetie.
But no, that's pretty delicious. Like, the problem with Snickers is it's too sweet on my teeth sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So having that pickle really kind of evens it out, I feel like. Yeah, I'm going to have to finish these. Pretty dang good. I didn't eat much for dinner either, though.
Yeah. Zach says Reese Cups, Twix, Payday, Snickers in that order. Reese Cup is good, but the fast break is better. I like the fast break.
Did you ever like the Take 5? It's the pretzel
one.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just had before the podcast the dip pretzels, but cookies and cream.
Ooh,
They're
that's
pretty
not good.
Yeah.
Too much.
Too much sweet.
Too much sweet, and I was trying to. Now I got too much pickle. Wow, that's jarring something loose inside of me. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna try to look up this Podbless segment real quick.
Yeah, we can wrap this puppy up.
Yeah. Where is this at?
Yes, Christmas trees and Easter eggs. Those are
The Little Debbie's
yeah.
cakes? Yeah.
No,
for sure.
no. The Reese Cups.
Here it is. I found it.
The Reese Cup Christmas trees.
No, I found the real life Hamburglar.
Even better.
So here's our pot. Well, let's see. Let's start this off right, I guess.
Pod bless your heart.
So in our Pod Bless Your Heart segment of the night, we went through our other stuff and just kind of filling in the gaps of we didn't want to not put out an episode. So we have put out an episode for you. But looking through the news, there was an article that popped up that is pretty exciting. Real life Hamburglar. So for the old folks, you're going to remember the Hamburglar from McDonald's who wears striped black and white suit with a mask and a little hat. And he would always go in. I can't remember what he said. Like hamburger. Or it's like, I'm going to steal that hamburger. He had an expression. Like there's Grimace they all said something different. But I don't think they were like Pikachu or nothing. They said words, I guess. But anyway, the Hamburglar would come in and try to steal McDonald's hamburgers. That was his gig. That was his thing. It was his name. His namesake, if you will.
What a good thing to steal, though.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, to try to keep people from getting heart disease. But anyway, in this article, I guess this happened December 13th. This was last month. Real life Hamburglar wanted for snatching nuggets and burgers from New York City McDonald's. So a real life Hamburglar is wanted by police for stealing more than 24 nuggets and 2 double cheeseburgers from a Bronx McDonald's in a knife point robbery last week. Knife point robbery.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I've been at that Bronx McDonald's.
Are you for real?
When we went to the Yankees game.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I've never had McDonald's from New York.
Well, we were like, let's get something quick so we can get into the stadium. Like, we were there like a little bit early so we could walk around the stadium and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that McDonald's is literally right outside the stadium.
So it's like, hey, oh, wait a minute. I did the one. There's a McDonald's right beside Wrigley Field. I went and ate that McDonald's.
Yeah.
There's a McDonald's outside every Major League Baseball stadium, I think.
Going on.
They know what they're doing. People coming out of there drunk.
That sounds good. McDonald's.
Heck yeah. The alleged thief threatened staffers inside the Mount Eden eatery. I don't think a McDonald's can be called an eatery, but okay. With a blade before casually heading behind the counter and helping himself to the fast food around 4:30 p.m. last Monday, police said. Of course, this is in December. He allegedly snatched 1 20-piece chicken nuggets and 1 6-piece McNuggets and 2 McDonald's cheeseburgers before running out of the chain restaurant at 101 you don't need the address, according to the police. In a video released by the NYPD, the sticky-fingered suspect can be seen swinging his feet over the counter and walking past dumbfounded employees before he grabs the food and shoves it into his pockets. Yep, just shove them right in his coat pockets. He was going full on Hamburglar style. The real life Hamburglar swapped the black and white striped outfit, wide brimmed hat, and eye mask of the McDonald's character for an Astros jersey and bandana and a medical face mask. That has become the new robbery mask now.
That's
just the medical face mask. Like, well, oh yeah, I'm just trying to make sure no one gets sick. By the way, give me all your nuggets.
Or you walk into a bank and during COVID, they're like, hey, you can't come in here without a mask on. That's the first time they've ever said that, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty widespread thing there for a while. According to the footage, the knife point robbery comes months after McDonald's employee in Brooklyn was shot in the neck over an argument about cold fries. Whoa, that's a bigger story than the Hamburglar. Matthew Webb, 23, died days after the August shooting. How is that at the end of the article? There's nothing else. It's like, oh, this lighthearted Hamburglar robber that shoved nuggets in his pocket. Nothing like a good pocket nuggie on the road. But then they're like, an employee died from a gunshot over cold fries. That sounds like the bigger story than...
I think this moral of the story is do not go to McDonald's in New York.
Well, New York in general.
Just don't go to New York.
What was it somebody was saying? Like, how is New York? And they're like, well, is there a lot of crime? I mean, yeah. Are there rats running everywhere? Well, I mean, yeah. But you can pay $3,500 a month on a one studio bed apartment or whatever, 1 bedroom apartment.
You can pay $4.99 for a McDouble.
Yeah, that I mean, that's a crazy news article and stuff like that. But talking about how the cost of things are in New York. Afro Man, Because I Got High. He always sings that song, Because I Got High. But apparently he moved to a smaller town and got out of L.A. around, I don't know when, but he just bought like this really nice place out in the middle of a small town, and now he travels and does gigs and stuff. But apparently the cops in that town don't like him, and they raided his house here recently. So they raided Afro Man's house. It's just videos of just giant weed blankets laying everywhere and just like big marijuana plants on the like pictures and stuff, not actual weed anywhere. But they were trying to make a big giant bust, but he had security cameras all over his house. And I know this is jumping story to story, but anyway, so he has security cameras everywhere. The cops are going through trying to bust him. He takes all that security camera footage and makes like 2 different rap videos. So the footage is the rap videos, and he made songs for each of them, just trashing the cops and like, what are you looking? They didn't find anything. They tore his gate up. They tore his front door in. They scared his children. All this stuff. But yeah, Afro Man capitalized on it.
He's like, thank you. I've now got a music video.
So back to the Podbless segment. I don't feel that we need to bless the Hamburglar.
No.
Or the confused workers of the New York McDonald's, the Bronx McDonald's. I feel like we need to bless the family of the kid who got shot over the cold fries.
In the less important article.
Yeah,
of
the last sentence of the article. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I feel like we should bless him. Let me make sure we get his family's name here. Matthew Webb, 23, died days after August shooting. To the Webb family. And this is serious. I don't even want to make this sad, but and this is going to sound like I'm not being serious whatsoever. But Webb family?
Pod bless your heart, sweetie.
That sounds comedic, and I don't mean it to be that way.
Right.
As I laugh.
That's your go-to. Over fries.
Cold fries. Yeah. Which I get it. I don't want to shoot anybody, but I mean...
That cold fries is almost as bad as like unsalted fries.
I mean, hot McDonald's fries. Yeah, when they don't have salt and they don't taste like, a good argument to have. Chick-fil-A waffle fries, no flavor. They don't have any seasoning on them.
Yeah, I mean, I do have.
You put it in next time you go there. Put one in your mouth, take a bite, and be like, "Does this taste like anything?" Tastes like nothing. It's hot potato. That's all it is. Which, don't get me wrong, love a good hot potato.
But. Look at you going back for more snickle.
I've got a little piss of Snickers left down here.
Cooper called it. What did I say? He called it the snickle pickle.
A snickle pickle.
Yeah.
That is more clever. Sorry we're going so late, guys. I know we don't have a lot of viewers going on because everybody went to bed. Stayed up too late. Wanted to know what happened to that NFL player that took a hit wrong.
I'm Josh. Joey's like, I put in my FaceTime on the chat once, so I'm going to bed, guys.
That's how much effort he puts into every week's episode.
I would feel bad if he's like, I'm one of your 2 viewers.
Rallies, fries, and chocolate shake. Best combo.
Oh, Wendy's fries have made a comeback.
Wendy's fries are pretty dope.
They are, yeah. Now they are.
That sounds really weird for me to say, but
That's what all the kids are saying.
talk forever. Thanks, Zach. We appreciate it. But yeah, Wendy's fries are pretty good. I love their burgers. I'm a really big fan of Wendy's burgers. And you know, some people were talking about, even though McDonald's gets a bad rap for like bad for you food, they're held at such a higher standard of stuff. Their stuff is more fresh than most anywhere else. Even though, I mean, they're probably frozen patties and they cook them or whatever. Unless it's the one in Inez, Kentucky in a gas station, do not eat at that McDonald's. You will get raw food for sure. It has happened several times.
Have you ever seen Burger King? Have you ever had their Big King burger?
No. I do love a good Burger King burger, though.
Yeah.
But I tell you what.
It's called the Bacon King, not Big King.
Okay.
It's huge.
But every time I eat Burger King, I do feel a little crappy afterwards. Like, there's
So
something
much
good about it
grease.
when you're doing it, but man, it's like you're feeling your body. It feels like you're eating cardboard afterwards. Like
Yeah.
you shoved a ton of cardboard into your stomach.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
But it's so good going
Yeah.
down.
Kel hates them, so I never really get a chance to do it unless I'm alone. And then I'm like, oh, Burger King.
Your secret.
Yeah, it's my,
You have
that's
to
my,
pay cash when you go there.
that's one of my secrets. And then it's like if I'm picking up McDonald's for the kids or something like that, I'll always get like an extra burger on top of the order and eat it before I get home.
Right.
Sometimes I'll get a small fry even
So you get a burger and a fry and then go home and
and
eat
try
your
to
meal.
hide the wrapper and like put it in the garbage can outside. Oh, I'm sad.
Oh, wow.
Holy cow, this is a Twitch thing. We actually got our first comment from Twitch. Is that Satan? Oh, it's a promotion thing. It's a probably not a real thing. Somebody just sprucing through Twitch. Yeah, first Twitch comment though. That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Satan.
Is that what it says?
No.
Samuel Satan? Is it just said fancy?
He's French.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's just an ad.
Oh, that would have been cool if it was for real.
Yeah, like somebody
hey,
was like, I've been watching you guys. This is a great show.
I think I can grow your podcast.
Uh-oh. The one in Erlanger gave like 4 people food poisoning like 6 years ago. I don't eat there. That was 6 years ago.
Right. I eat there all the time.
It's right by your house though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my go-to. And
What about that new Taco Bell over by your house?
yeah.
Pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Is the old one still up though?
Mm-hmm.
That-
For now.
That one is old.
That one stinks.
That's like 20-some-year-old, like the stucco look of like the classic Taco Bell.
They're not going to be allowed to tear it down because of it's in this historical historical form of Taco Bell.
George Washington ate a taco here. It's historical. I don't ever eat Taco Bell.
Me either. It's been so long since I've had Taco Bell.
Joe Diarrhea. Or Joe Dirte. Oh, gotcha.
Joe Dirte.
I'm talking about Taco Bell. I just
Taco
saw
Bell,
diarrhea.
yeah, the Joe Diarrhea.
The only time I really bought Taco Bell was when they had the chance to win a PS3 or PS2. It was a PS3, I think. But they had like a white one.
Mhm.
That they had, and so I would go there and buy it just for the chance to win.
Try to win it.
Sometimes I would eat the food.
Me and Andrew Ross used to go there all the time.
Who is that guy?
Right.
I've heard about this guy before, but I don't think he really exists anymore.
He doesn't
It might have been an
exist
imaginary friend.
anymore.
My stomach used to be still.
Yeah, not so much anymore.
Yeah, it's more of a gelatin, I think now, a gelatin mold.
Is that an age thing? Like,
Yeah, definitely. All the hardships we put our bodies through when we were younger. What were you eating with Andrew Ross? That Taco Bell?
Taco Bell, yeah. And we would always go get a chili cheese burrito.
Mm.
It was so good.
Yeah. I used to be able to eat like you guys. I'm much smaller than you guys, but I could eat anything that was put in front of me and just be like, oh, I got diarrhea tomorrow, whatever.
Yeah.
And just go out there and dig a hole.
I could call Andrew right now and ask him, like, what was the best McDonald's you've ever had? And he'd be like, the one in Hebron. We got like we each got like a couple double cheeseburgers, a large fry, and some whatever.
Yeah, drinks.
And he's like, that cheeseburger was hot, like a hot cheeseburger, and it was so good.
And you ate it at the restaurant, so the fries were still hot too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It's a
Like
game
it was like 3:00 in the morning.
Well, my buddy Freddie, when I was at Bible college, we went to the McDonald's in Jackson, Kentucky, super small town. But like we were just out running around, and so we go there, and me and him at the time could just put it away. And he buys he never did anything conventional. And I know you're probably listening, Freddie, but he would go and be like, I want 5 double cheeseburgers. And it was back when you could get them for like $1 or something like that.
Right.
And they're just like, okay. And so he gets them all and doesn't even get fries. He's like, I'm just going to eat these cheeseburgers. I'm like, who doesn't get fries? Like, what is wrong with you? Come on, man. And so I walk up, and that was in my sweet talking phase where I would just like flirt with people to get free stuff.
Right.
And so I was like, well, give me a 1/4 pounder meal with the large fry. And I was like, you got anything you got to get rid of back there? Like somebody ordered and left it. I was like, I got to compete with this guy. We're going to have a competition. So anything else you want to throw in my way? They threw me like 5 extra cheeseburgers.
What?
Because I was just being like, oh, you're so sweet. You know, like it's back when I was handsome and skinny. When I still had hair.
It was the hair that got her.
Yeah. Well, and at Bible college, I had to wear slacks and a dress shirt. So they're like, oh, look at him. He looks so nice.
Dude, there's stuff that we did like eating wise that I would not dare to do now. Like
I'm worried about what's going to be coming back from this Snicker and pickle.
like the chili cheese burrito from Taco Bell at 4 a.m. That would not happen these days.
I'm getting heartburn thinking about it.
Yeah, heartburn.
Oh, man. But yeah, she was saying that what is the Taco Bell nacho fries? Now, I used to get their steak nachos. That was a big thing there for a while. And their steak nachos were pretty good. Well, we got double cheeseburgers, large fries. He's got the price down. I use the app.
You can tell Zach has kids.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. True story. I don't like normal fries. I like seasoned fries. Seasoned curly fries. Rallies.
I've never had Greek to me. Have you ever had that?
Greek to me? No, I've never had that. I have had Greek food. I do
I've
like
never
some
had-
gyros and whatnot.
Have you ever had Indian food?
Dude,
We've had
I
this,
cook
right?
Indian food at my house.
Do you?
Oh, man. I love Indian food.
I had it for the first time maybe like a month or 2 ago,
Oh, yeah.
and it's so much better the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Did you get it spicy, though?
Yeah,
Dude, they will rock your face off with spice.
sure will. There's one right across from work,
Oh, yeah.
so we go there. Like,
Which one? Let's see.
it's in Covington on
Okay.
Madison.
Yeah. I've seen that. The title for it there. There's one over by our house. It's so expensive, but man,
What's that? Is that the sweet?
Guru.
Oh, okay.
Sweet Basil is a Thai place.
Okay, yeah, I've never
They
had
have, they have awesome sushi. But anyway, we're just talking about food with 2 other people in the chat here.
Hey, there's
Great
4.
episode. You know what? We had so much stress getting this episode going. I'm just going to kick back and talk for a while. No segment, no fanciness.
Let's try to do a 2-hour episode.
We could easily. I mean, we're 4 minutes into the second hour already. I think Rosemarie and Zach's going to hang out. They're in it to win it. Oh, we should just start doing this at the house too, like a separate show where we just sit around and talk. And
Not like the week. Like,
yeah, and it not be like a whole like planned out thing.
yeah.
We just kick it on. Oh, hey man, hey, reach me a soda over there. You know,
Soda.
can I get a soda water? That'd be great. And just shoot the breeze instead of playing Call of Duty. Hey, brother.
Food.
You've missed the food talk, man. We've been talking. Now, you get into food. This man, Philip Williams, he's a food fiend. He doesn't get fancy with it. but he gets down with it.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, I get a picture or a video quite often of him cooking some random meat that he's killed. Usually deer. Don't get me wrong. But he'll
Squirrels?
find. Oh yeah,
Squirrel?
yeah. You've never had squirrel, have you?
No.
Yeah, I should do that sometime. I'd probably bring him from back home though. I wouldn't eat these squirrels around
City
here.
squirrels.
City squirrels are garbage. They are garbage.
Podbless after hours.
No, it's Podbless
Podblex.
with an X at the end. After dark. Like Cinemax after dark. That was the.
Rosemary, we looked into holyfans.com and it's a bit expensive these days.
Yeah, the rights to it. I think we'll just keep making the jokes. That's.
Yeah, until we get sued.
Did you come to church Sunday and get your sticker, Rosemary? We still have the Holy Fan stickers.
I left one on Noah's car.
Did you? I gave him one tonight.
Did you?
Yeah, he said you gave him one.
Yeah, I put it like right on the glass of his window. He's like, dude, I love the sticker.
He's like, I want to post it up on was it snowshoe or not snowshoe? Perfect North Slopes. Yeah, he goes snowboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool stickers. You need to get you some. Yeah, well, don't worry. We'll put some out. I'll keep some around for you. I've still got some in my satchel.
Your satchel.
Not my fanny pack, my satchel.
Squirrel gravy and squirrel.
Oh, that's my uncle now. That's my
Scroll
me and
down.
my-
I can't see what.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious.
Squirrel gravy and squirrels are delicious. Now, Gary, you're my uncle, and Granny and them always talked about it. Did you ever eat the squirrel brains? Like, go ahead and cook the head as well and eat the brains. But yeah, squirrels up here are gross. They eat trash. I would not eat the squirrels up here. They are huge. They're like double to triple the size of squirrels back home.
Yeah.
But dude, I would not eat them.
I've never been squirrel hunting. That's always something I've wanted to.
It's really fun. I mean, 410, 12 gauge preferably. But
12 gauge? Isn't that a little bit much?
No,
I was thinking like 22.
no. You want the buckshot.
Huh.
Yeah, because you'll catch them up in the trees, and you got to get a spread because they'll jump or run.
So you're just trying to get a little bit of them. You don't want to.
Well, that's half the fun of eating them is spitting out the buckshot.
Oh, is it?
Yes, plenty of times. Love it. He's eat squirrel brains.
Huh.
Yeah.
I heard they're not very big, so like
No, I mean,
a nut.
size of a walnut.
Yeah.
Yeah, little itty bitty. But now Gary, my uncle, and them, they grew up, utilizing a lot of the things that you would harvest. They raised pigs, and then they would my grandma would be cooking the meat as my grandpa was cutting it up in the smokehouse. Like she had a stove. She's like, "Oh, fresh piece of meat," throwing it in the pan, and that was a big treat for us a lot of times.
I've been thinking about buying a smoker.
Dude, we should do it. I need one. I don't know why I don't have one yet.
They're on sale right now at Walmart.
The specific names
Pit
or
Boss.
Pit Boss? Nice. Pit Bosses are good.
Pit Boss pellet smoker for $3.49. Originally, the guy at work said like $4.49, so $100 off.
Nice. Yeah, I might look into those. I mean, the Traeger is the big name or whatever.
Yeah,
That's the one with the pellets. You buy the wooden pellets that are compressed.
that's the Pit Boss that he was telling me. The
Same
guy at work
thing.
was telling me to get. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. You just got to make sure to clean the grease out afterwards, or it will catch fire, for sure.
Hog killing day.
Yeah. Well, that was when we were raised the hogs. My grandpa would get it, and we lived beside him. And this is something that peeves me, Philip and Gary. We would raise these hogs so big, and we would just play around. My grandpa would raise them. And then I would be gone to school, and they'd be like, "Oh, it's hog killing day." And they would have a big, giant 50-gallon drum of boiling water. They would, of course, unalive the pig. And then they would hang it up and take rid of all the insides and then dip it in boiling water to scrape the hide to get rid of the skin. Because you don't want a pork skin with hair in it. But yeah, they would always do this, and I would get home as Granny was frying it up fresh, but I was always kind of like, man, I hate that I missed the crazy part.
How much better is like bacon fresh?
Dude, so much better. Especially when you raise it yourself. There's no hormones and all this other crazy stuff they put in to keep pigs around. And if you're raising them yourself, you know what they're eating. My brother raised a few too. He had one named Molly that he had. How many litters did Molly have, Phil? But yeah, he would keep having pigs from this giant pig and then selling some of them off to people, but then keep a couple and put them in the freezer.
Yeah.
And dude, yeah, crackling. That's basically a pork rind fresh in a sense, but it's a lot tougher. Really good, crispy.
Get a smoker and start competing.
Maybe that's our new show. What could we name a Holy Smokes? Oh, I think it's a thing already. I don't know if we can get away with that one. Holy Smokes
Holy
podcast.
smokes.
The first thing we would eat when it came out would be the liver. Mom would fry it. So yeah, the liver from the pig. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a surprise that I don't do more of this kind of stuff, but because I mean I just don't have a compassion for hunting anymore or anything. But I've got to do all those things because
Right.
of Philip and all of them, and so I know how to do those things. But yeah, maybe that's going to be our new podcast.
Guy at work invited me. His dad apparently has some land over in Indiana,
Yeah,
and he's like, "Hey, you ever been coyote hunting?"
now that's fun.
He's like, "Yeah, just maybe I'll take you next time we go."
Yeah.
He's like, "We just put a live chicken in a."
Maybe not share his name. I'd probably get in trouble for that one. But it works.
Yeah.
But they see really well. They smell really well. The light in the hallway just went off and freaked me out. But yeah, they're really hard. You have to mask your scent. You got to be camoed up and have a good place to go. But
He said it is so much fun.
yeah,
Like to hunt coyote. And he said they're a nuisance.
Yeah.
So it's not.
yeah, you got to do it at the right times. That's the thing though. Coyotes, man, you kill them and they just start repopulating. That's like a big thing about them. Like that's their yipping, yapping, barking and stuff.
Right.
If a number of them doesn't answer back, they're like, oh, we need to repopulate. And so they're just like overrun.
I want to get a coyote skin rug.
I want a skunk skin cap. Philip used to trap all the time, and he would catch them every once in a while. And I remember telling him all the time, I was like, you need to make me a skunk skin cap. And he had some stuff ready for it, and like the skin got ruined or something like that. And they stink really bad.
They don't eat dogs. Coyotes.
Oh, yeah. But you could keep the skin. Skins aren't worth much anymore.
Yeah.
Have you tried golf ball skin removal? Oh, where you cut the golf ball in two? We're talking about food. We're not going to eat a golf ball. Just a heads up.
I mean, I will if it tastes good, but
Put pickle on it maybe, or Snickers. Probably a Snickers. I'd probably eat it then. Anyway, so yeah, maybe we'll start a new smoking meats podcast, which who doesn't have one of those, right? That's a groundbreaking segment. But maybe we'll start doing that from my basement. We'll smoke a meat that week and bring it in. Just sit around and smacking into the microphone.
Josh, this brisket's great.
Oh, man. Pass that sweet baby Ray's.
I'm going to go upstairs and it's going to just be a Curly's box. You cheated.
I don't know why the viewership's so down, man. Just smacking away at the microphone. Look it up on YouTube. We'll look it up when we're tearing down in here. Chocolate golf balls. Oh. No, I haven't seen that. We'll have to look that up afterwards.
Has this been our longest episode?
Hour and 14 minutes, hour and 15? Yeah, roundabout. I'd say so. I hope it uploads to Spotify this time. Anyway, well, we've had a show without Joey. We've been talking your ear off. Hopefully you find this entertaining. I think the diehard fans out there will still listen anyway. Start smoking bacon. Yes. Smoking bacon. My stomach just made a loud noise. I could hear it through the microphone. The Snicker and pickle's moving its way around. My body's not happy.
It's going to start snickling in your stomach.
This 40-year-old body is saying no more. But yeah, smoking bacon. That's an easy first try.
An easy start.
And you can't mess it up, but you can try your different seasonings on it. Homemade jerky. I've got homemade jerky at my house. Deer jerky. Maybe when you get your sticker, I'll have you some jerky. And Philip made it, so it's in the chat.
Maybe that's a thing. Maybe you should start packaging Holy Fans jerky.
Oh, Holy Fans jerky. Holy Smokes jerky. You could smoke the jerky. Oh, we're getting off track. Anyway, what's the outro?
Hold on. Philip just said he has skinned a deer with golf balls.
I think that's what they were saying.
Yeah.
Skinning a deer with golf balls. And when he typed that, I think I remember what he was saying. Chef
Outro.
Brett, Podbless out. See, Philip knows what I'm talking about. Philip always knows what people are talking about. I get it. He's the better brother.
Do you think
whatever.
we should have Philip on the show to replace you?
I mean, if there's a night I can't make it, he'll use his phone and just he might be on the toilet, but he'll talk to you. Most of our conversations.
Check this out.
Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for us. I've got a headache. I need to go find another stickers for these pickles. And we got to work on our smokers for our next.
Adventure.
I don't think we can use Holy Smokes podcast. I think we'll have to come up with something else, but
Why can't we use Holy Smokes?
I'm sure it's used.
Oh, okay.
Rosemary, get on a funny name for smoking meats for me and Brett to do a podcast. It doesn't have to be Christian. We'll use fake names.
I'm Josh.
Dang it. No. All right. Well, thanks guys for tuning in. If you're listening, be sure to go out there, rate, review, my wife just actually left a review on Facebook for us. If you're on Facebook after this, go to our page, leave a comment of recommendation. I think there's 2 because nobody knows how to do that stuff, but it does help to get out to more people. So after this, if you're on Facebook, go out there, leave a review or a recommendation. If you're listening on something, go to it, rate and review, leave a 5-star, whatever you do. It helps us out. But other than that, hopefully we'll be back next week and Joey will be healed of his diseases. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
And hopefully they get the pink eye.
Appreciate it, Rosemary. Head to the toilets. Yeah, I'm going to have to rush out after this and go to the toilets, I think. Anyway, I'm Josh.
I'm Brett.
And this is Podbless. It was a lot going on, but I think we got through it.
Yeah. Best episode ever.
Right? I think it really did have its merits. There were some good parts. There were some bad parts. But I think I'm about to poop. Oh, we'll see y'all.